Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tony. This is my channel, Black Mom Abroad, and I am a Black mom living abroad. I now live in Merida, Mexico. I got here on December the 31st, 2023, so I'm a brand new newbie. And our perspective still matters because there are levels to this. There's levels. And sometimes what I find is that you look at YouTube and you're looking at people and you don't necessarily know like their story or their timeline. More importantly, like it just takes a lot of time to figure things out, get used to things, settle in. So I decided I would hop on here because I have just been feeling completely overwhelmed. First, let me give you a disclaimer. I suffer from mom guilt, something horrible. Horrible, y'all. It literally, you would literally think that I was banging my kids upside the wall or doing some type of cruel and unusual punishment. None of that goes on. I'm probably soft, and I'm saying probably, and somebody who knows me as a mom will probably laugh. I'm like, girl, probably you are soft. So the mom guilt is just not warranted at all. But I suffer from it horribly. Like somewhere in my life, someone kept telling me that I was not a good mom and that I would never be a good mom. And throughout the time, I started to believe it. And that's one of the things that has been very difficult. And it's not even just someone, it's someone and society. Society paint black women to be like horrible mothers. Sometimes black men paint black women to be horrible mothers. In my experience, that's a weapon that they use quite often. And so you're being told constantly over and over again, you're not a good mother, you're not a good mother. There's no reason why we walk around with horrible mommy guilt. And we pretty much are also doing all the finances. Like we are providing and we're trying to be the nurturer and we're expected to be soft and we're expected to be kind and attentive and aware and open and creative and imaginative. And how? 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 I digress. I digress. Because I could talk about this. I could talk about this forever. So I get frustrated with myself because it's like, girl, why do you even have this? Why do you even have this? Like, it shouldn't. No. Who told you you had to work nonstop to be a mother? No. So get rid of the mom guilt. But I have it. I struggle with it. So anything that I say or that I experience, it's my experience, and my hope is just that it helps other people because I don't think people talk about like the emotional side of moving abroad. Like I don't hear that a lot, especially from a mother's point of view. A single mother's point of view, because not like we're like this special category, but we are single moms. And while I believe that there are many challenges that comes with being a single mother, I also think that there are many blessings. And I think that there are many challenges when it comes to parenting together, whether in the household or not. I also think there's many blessings that come with that as well. Let me not go down the rabbit hole because I do that a lot. I'll do that a lot, but I will make a U-turn. So no, I'm just sharing my experience, and my experience here lately has been, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. Like I have become a short order cook to toddlers, to 4-year-olds. Like, Ma, can you get this? Ma, can you get that? Ma, can you get this? Ma, can you fix me this? Can you fix me that? And I get it. Like, I could get a chef, I could get this, and yes, but honestly, that's not an immediate thing. That just does not happen overnight unless you like did that before you even came. You secured a chef. Like if you did, kudos to you. Where is your class? Because you should have a master class. I am going to be your first customer, or you already have customer, whatever the case may be. Sign me up. So all these things just take time, but I found myself very, very, very overwhelmed, exhausted. I think burnt out is a very, very good word because I have not been wanting to do anything, nothing. I don't want to do hair. I don't want to clean. I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like working. I don't want to do anything, but I know that that is just not possible. And then that's when the mom guilt creeps up. I'm like, how you take your kids to a whole nother country and you got a nerve not to be mentally there for them or alert and aware and present. That's the word I was trying to find. Present. How can you not be present for them? So today I said, okay, it's time to like reach out and touch somebody, honey. Because I think a lot of times we also, because not only do you not hear this on YouTube a lot, we also struggle to reach out. Black women struggle to reach out for help, even when it's other Black women, especially when it's other Black women. We struggle to reach out for help. I know I do, and I know I'm not the only person. If that's something that you are good at and that you now have a community, and that's amazing. What? Pick it up. Mama, no, can you wash it? Yeah, I can wash it. Okay, hold on. I gotta wash some apples. Wait a minute, yo. 1 second. Look at your apples. What's the problem? What's the problem? Sit down and eat your apples, please. Sorry, y'all probably hear the in my voice. Anywho, I decided it was time to reach out because Black women, we sometimes find it difficult. I find it difficult to reach out to other Black women. I think that's a part of my healing is just learning how to trust Black women, learning how to trust myself. Like that, it has been, and I don't fault myself for this, and I don't shame myself for this. I think a lot of people don't talk about it because maybe they feel shame or they fault themselves for it. It is what it is. I did not single-handedly perpetuate or drive this narrative that Black women don't like each other in order to cause division. I have not done that, and I'm taking steps to really get rid of that because it's a lie and it's something to divide us because two Black women together, what'd you say? What mountain can't we move? What mountain can't we move? Are you freaking kidding me? And so I know that there is opportunities, so many opportunities for community, for love, for safety, for building, for wealth, for knowledge when you get Black women together. So that's something that I'm learning and that I'm working hard to kind of like, you got to reach out and touch. So I did. I sent a message to one of the groups that I'm with, and my text message literally was like, any suggestions for nanny service and a therapist? And then I was like, that's an interesting combination, and it is. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. One of the first things I reached out about was a nanny. I did swimming lessons first. That was actually the first. It's the first thing I reached out about, swimming lessons. then was a nanny, and was a therapist. So let's talk about what that is. Let's talk about what that means. How do I feel? Let's talk about the transition and the Western world that we live in, the United States, and how family dynamics are there and how family is looked at. So, the number one reason that I left the United States was not number one. One of the reasons, one of my main reasons, because I really don't have a number one, number two, number three. I really don't. I don't know why I keep saying that, but I don't know why I think that I should have numbers. One of the main reasons why I left the United States was to become a better, not better, a more present mother, to stop living in surviving, in survival mode. And I knew that the only way to be able to do that is to literally take myself out of the rat race and understand that working longer and harder does not equate to money. It's not equivalent, because some of the hardest people, some of the hardest working people make the less amount of money, right? And so that's why I left. I was like, okay, this is not it. I understand that I am a part of a system. I'm working in that system, and I don't want to be a part of the system. And even if I am a part of the system, because it's hard to get out of the system, I want to remove myself slowly but surely, take things off that I no longer want to be a part of. And really, the workforce in that sense is one of them. But I I've always wanted to spend more time with my children, right? But I did not realize that I wasn't back in the United States. I did, but I didn't realize until I'm like, and don't get me wrong, like I have been with my children a lot, right? My girls, who are 4 years old now, they are actually 3 months premature. And so when they were born, I think Malaya was like 1 pound, 14 ounces, and Mila was like 2 pounds, 2 ounces. But they were 3 months early. They stayed in the NICU for about 2 months. They are very resilient, but I stayed home with them for 2 years, right? And then they went to daycare for about a year and a half. About a year and a half. And then the rest of that 6 months, they was with me. So I do spend a lot of time with my children, probably more than just, the average working mother. However, because I've done some remote jobs, and then I took 2 years off because they were born like right when COVID was booming. So I was like, and I'm a ER nurse by trade, and so I was like, I'm not doing that. So I said, So I spent 2 years at home with them. And because I'm a nurse and I used to work at night, I used to spend the day with my children. So even my oldest son, he didn't go to daycare until he was 2 years old. He didn't get off the boob until he was 14 months. And so I've always spent a lot of time with my children. But what I didn't realize is that how I have gotten used to, for lack of a better word, I can't think of the word, like daycare and the girls going somewhere during the day and not being the primary person that's doing every single thing for them. I did not realize how important that is, not only for them and socialization, but for me. And coming here, just the time that it takes to get them situated, to get me situated, to get us a nanny or some type of daycare service, it takes time. And in that time, it's just like, whoa. So everything else that I have on me with moving to another country, plus I have my 4-year-olds, 2 of them, who are just running amok, okay, to think about. And I'm like, this is a lot. Oh my God. Like, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling anxious. Yes, pumpkin pie. Y'all have 2 tablets. So, but Mila, can you share? Girl, and then the no, you need to drink some water. You remember you didn't feed your kidneys today.
No.
I'm sorry. Water.
No. Water is not healthy. Water is pretty gross.
Water is healthy, baby. It is.
No.
That's all we're gonna say about that. So yeah, I'm trying to settle in and get used to like being with my children 24/7. That's a lot that I did not realize. And then the next thing I'll talk about, because I gotta cut this short because the girls is about to girl, is that I had a therapist that I did not take with me. And not being in therapy for that amount of time, I've seen just a significant change in my mood and my ability to kind of like change my mood. Like I can get in a mood, but then I can be like, okay, girl, it's been hard for me to change the mood that I'm in because of just everything going on around me. So yeah, today I reached out to one of the groups and asked for a therapist and a nanny because it's real here. Like there is no fantasy. And it's unfortunate that I think that what we see on YouTube and Instagram and all the social media platforms is that we see like a very short snippet of a very, very good day. Probably one of the best days they've had so far. What I'm saying is that that's not their life. Like, especially like, and maybe as a single woman who is young and vibrant and all of that, maybe, and she only has her to kind of like worry about, then yeah, maybe, not saying that that's easy either, but maybe it's easier to capture those moments. But even when I have, like, I'm not saying we don't do anything, and I'm not saying we don't have amazing moments, but even when I go to capture those, child, who doing that every single time? I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I do not have time for that. So you're getting a small snippet of what somebody's life looks like. And so I would advise you to not to go off of that, to really, 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 really do your research before, because there is going to be real problems. And then the very last thing that I will say before I get on out of here, is this: reach out. I am such an introvert, extrovert. Like, I'm very extroverted with people that I know, but I am such a shy girl. So shy. I don't like to talk to people that I do not know. I'm pushing myself outside of those boundaries because I'm in another country by myself with my 2 girls. And if I don't push myself out of my comfort zone, then it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. And my mental health is very important to me because that's another reason why I came here, is to address my mental health, and have the time and the ability to do so. So yeah, but no, I'm such an introvert, and it takes me a minute to get extroverted. I have to know you. I have to feel comfortable with you. I have to feel like you're not judging, you're not judgmental. There are a lot of judgmental people out here. And so when I feel safe and I'm in a safe place, that's when I'm extroverted. But you have to reach out. And for me, yes, I reached out, but also my way of kind of like talking to the community or getting my thoughts out is through me making these videos and, trying to record. Okay, baby. record as much as my journey, good, bad, ugly, and I hope that it doesn't come off as negative. Right now, that's just what it is. I don't have any doubts in my mind that.
Apple juice, please?
Yes, give me a second. Shut the door, please, baby. I do 100% believe that it will get better with time. Absolutely. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm just complaining and I'm taking my U.S. problems with me and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All that may be true, all that may not be true, whatever the case may be, is I'm here now, and the way I kind of like deal with things is just getting it out, talking to people. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy my content. If so, just go ahead and subscribe, please, and then hit the like button. And as you see, my children are calling me, so I gotta go. All right, till next time. Bye.